It sounds like your start time for sixth grade is 8:45. So what we can do is just pay attention. We have volunteers, and one of the design facilitators will be up there. So we will do our best to look at the 8:40 time and start getting them to transition so they can be in their space at 8:45 before the music starts. It might be a little wonky in the beginning, but we'll do our best so they can start their learning day. Another piece to just to be mindful of, I know the video was talking about the exit procedures and the buses. Thinking of buses at this time right now, we have our ASD program on campus. They are in the morning. The buses should be gone by the time 12:05 dismisses. If that is the case, then we will open that lot to for pickup if need be. Just be mindful if it is locked or closed down for any reason, is because there is still a bus, but we don't anticipate that at this time.
If I could just add to that, once 7th and 8th come on, we do have some transportation riders, and they'll be bringing in a big bus, and that's where we will really get compacted in that little loop. So once that happens, we'll have to close off the loop and do the same thing. Once the bus is clear, we'll open the loop up. But we do encourage the students to go out to the front for exit, and we do ask them to walk around to that loop and not enter at the same place that our 3rd through 5th graders are coming. If they get dropped off with a 1st or 2nd grader, we ask that they get in their 10,000 steps and walk all the way around the front of the school over to the 6 through 8 entrance, which are the blacktop area.
Yep, so just to reiterate that, we're saying that the drop-off is in the main loop just to kind of keep it simple and easy. If the bus loop is open, you're welcome to use that as well. And then just like Ms. Richardson and Mr. Lee who shared, students will just walk around to that gate where we'll do the temperature checks, where we'll have students socially distance on the basketball courts. And we're at 8:45, they'll hear the music and they'll walk to the learning space in the showcase. So we're accounting for that transition time as well. And then the other piece is to protect each other, and we put this in our email too. We ask that if you've traveled, especially over this past ski week, you do the traditional 2-week quarantine. Traditional, it's kind of funny to say a quarantine is traditional, but 2 weeks of quarantine or a negative COVID test that can be submitted to our Tara in the Welcome Center, just to make sure that this transition back on campus goes as smoothly as possible.
We very much appreciate that.
Okay, just like that wonderful video showed us, we were released at 12:05. Pickup will be in the main loop, as we've been talking about. It will get kind of congested in that bus loop area, so please make sure that if you're picking up, go to the main loop. And as well as the optional lunch they can take on their way out of campus. And that's kind of how we're going to release. There we go. So on-campus learning, what it actually looks like. 6th grade, we are very fortunate to be able to teach in the showcase. Right now, this space was for us so that we can have social distancing and keep both our students and our staff safe. But even if you are virtual, you'll still be able to zoom in while we're learning and doing our design experiences, so that there won't be any loss of learning there. Also, students will be in their own desk, 6 feet from the other students, so they'll have plenty of space to really learn and be comfortable in the showcase as well. And as well as masks, they're still being worn at all times. Even my teachers, I still have to figure out how to talk with a mask and project my notes with a mask. I still got to figure out how that works, but we'll figure it out tomorrow, hopefully. So what to bring? In this list, in addition to the mask, like we just talked about, we really would like students to have their devices fully charged at the beginning of the day. And depending on what we're doing that day in class, they may need to charge their laptop during a break. Okay, so please bring a charged device and a charger, as well as headphones, pencil, and some optional items are a snack. Now, during snack time, they're not going to be able to eat all in one area. We're going to keep them socially distant during this snack time in between 2 classes that we have. And if we have students, I know I have a bunch who prefer lots of colored pencils and markers and highlighters and pencil pouches and things like that, please bring those. We need to make our learning as fun as possible. And then kind of our next steps, with 6th grade team, what we're going to do tomorrow is practice this. We're going to have an in-person opportunity tomorrow with our humanities and our STEM design projects we have tomorrow. And we're going to practice seeing how that works in person and keeping our virtual students in mind as well. So we're going to work out the kinks tomorrow. Hopefully there's not too many. And as always, we're excited. We're ready to be back. And we're happy to be here, and we're looking forward to Monday. And any additional contacts, questions, or concerns you may have, please reach out to any one of us, any of us in the Zoom here. And also your teacher emails are right there on the screen for you. So please reach out to any questions, concerns, just feel like venting. That's what our email's there for.
All right. Well,
So-
thank you. Thank you, team.
Thank you for joining us. Feel free to email us if you have any questions or concerns, and we'll see your kids, some of you tomorrow, and most of them again then on Monday. Thank you, everybody.